readers, you! Today I am going to jump on the tag wagon, you know, like bandwagon, but it's tag. Yeah, you get it. Anyway, so I'm going to jump on the tag wagon, and I am going to do one of these awesome tags that have been floating around. And now, I haven't been technically tagged on them, but I'm going to do one anyway. And that is the Would You Rather Booktube Edition tag. And I first saw it on the Bookables channel, and I'm going to try to link it below. And if it's not there, then I didn't get it linked because I couldn't figure it out. But if it is, you should go check out our channel because it's awesome. The first question is, would you rather read only trilogies or only standalones? And although I really do love trilogies and I love series, I get tired sometimes of reading the books and it doesn't end. You know, you have to wait until the next book, and it's just frustrating. And even though you get more character development, it's so nice to sit down with one book and read from the first page and knowing at the end of the page the story is going to be complete in some way. You know, so I would have to choose standalone books for that one. The second question, question 2, is would you rather only read female authors or read male authors? Now, this question for me is really hard to answer because I don't go into reading books solely on whether they're female or male. I read them because someone's recommended them to me, or I've been anticipating the book, or I really love the author. And truthfully, I sometimes read a book and I can't remember who the author is. So if I had to make a guess, or not a guess, if I had to make a choice, I would choose male authors. So the third question is, would you rather only shop at Barnes & Noble or only shop at Amazon? And I don't actually shop at Amazon. I've done it once, but I really like going into a bookstore and perusing the shelves and the smell of books surrounding you and the community that's there and drinking coffee. So I would definitely have to say Barnes & Noble. Number 4 is, would you rather have all books be turned into movies or have all books be turned into TV shows? And I would say TV shows because you get more of the story. You know, because sometimes when you're watching a movie and you've read the book, and they just take out your favorite part in the book that really has nothing to do with the rest of the story, but it's just this little snippet of something and you just love it, and they take it out and you're just like, why? So if you had a TV show, then they wouldn't have to do that. And that's why I would choose TV shows. Number 5 is, would you rather read only 5 pages a day or read 5 books in a week? I would say reading 5 pages in a day is only 5 pages is kind of ludicrous unless you're 5, because that's just not very much. You barely get into the story at all. So I would have to go with 5 books in a week, even though that is a crazy amount of books in 7 days. But it just would be amazing, and that would be awesome. And that's what I would choose. I would choose to read 5 books in 7 days. So number 6 is, would you rather be a professional book reviewer or an author? And although I think it would be fun to be a book reviewer because you get to read all this new stuff before it even comes out, and you get to tell people what you think, I would have to go with becoming an author. Because since I was this little person, I wanted to become a writer. I remember sitting down at our family's first computer and typing away at this amazing story that probably wasn't the most amazing story and may have been ripped off of something else, but I just loved putting characters down on a page. And from a young age, I loved the sound that a keyboard makes as you are typing away, and just the sound of the clickety 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 of making words and developing a story. And so that is what I would choose, because that is a dream of mine, and one day I hope to see my name on a spine of a book, and it would be awesome. Number 7 is, would you rather read only your top 20 favorite books or only read new books? And although I would really miss reading all of my favorite books because they're my favorites for a reason, I would get so bored reading the same books over and over again, because I've read almost 60 books this year. So if I was only reading 20 books, I would be almost through the 3rd run of the same books, and that just sounds miserable. And so I would have to choose reading all new books, because I just want new stories, new characters, and new places, and have new adventures, and it just would just be too boring to read the same stuff over and over again. Number 8 is, would you rather be a librarian or be a bookseller? I worked in retail for 5.5 years, and I really hate sales. I liked being around people, but I just hated the act of selling something. So I would not want to be a bookseller. And also, I worked in the library in college, and it was fantastic. It was so wonderful. I was one of the only people at my school that knew where to find stuff in the library, because I was there every single day, and people thought our library was confusing, even though it was like the world's smallest college library. But I knew where everything was, and I could help people, and so I would love to be a librarian. Because number 9, I looked at the page, but I didn't actually look to see what the question was. So number 9 is, only read your favorite genre or read every other genre except your favorite. So I don't know if I really have a favorite genre, so I'm just going to say I would say every other genre besides my favorite, because I want to step out. That's what I would do. So 10, the last question is number 10, and that is, would you rather only read with the physical book or only read ebooks? And I have to say, hands down, this is the easiest question, is I would have to say read the physical book, because I just love that act of picking up a book and reading it and turning the pages and the smell, and it's just holding a book is amazing, and it brings back all of these, all these great memories of childhood, of reading with a flashlight when I was supposed to be going to bed, and staying up really late and finishing the Harry Potter books, and it's just amazing. And in the winter when it's so cold, my hands are freezing, like I would hold the book with one hand and warm up the other, and then I would switch. And so I just love the act of holding the books. That is the last question. So if you are watching this video, consider yourself tagged, and I hope you either make a video, or if you don't want to make a video, go down below and make a comment and tell me what you would rather and all of that jazz, and that would be awesome. And if you want to go and push that subscribe button, that would be fantastic as well. And I will see you guys on the flip side.